Hello everyone, and welcome back to Free Play Fundamentals. In this series, I guide you through several LEGO games by recommending characters not unlocked for free in story mode that I suggest you use to beat the free play and free roam sections of each one. For each non-story ability, I'll go over the character I recommend you purchase that has said ability and why, how to unlock the character, and how much studs you'll need to buy them. Additionally, I'll also tell you if you can get the character during story mode, or if you'll need to wait until after to unlock them. As promised in the pilot episode, today I shall be covering LEGO Harry Potter Years 5 through 7, the sequel to Years 1 through 4. Like its predecessor, Years 5 through 7 has a total of 5 abilities not earned through story mode that are needed for free play and free roam. Spanner, Ravenclaw, Very Strong, Dark Magic, and Safe Key. Let's not waste time and get straight into the guide. A new ability introduced in this game is the Spanner, a tool carried by Arthur Weasley that can repair broken down blue objects. While you play as Arthur a fair bit in story mode, all of his variant tokens are either locked away in levels or in the hub world. Some are easier to grab than others, but the one I recommend is his regular version. It can be grabbed pretty early on in your playthrough, specifically when playing through the 4th level of Year 5, Creature Discomforts, for the first time in story. In the first room you'll see 5 reefs hung around the wall. Hit all of them with any spell and Arthur's token will appear next to the last one you hit. If you time it right, you can override the short immobility you get after collecting the token by grabbing it just before the tiny Santa toy swoops down to eat the cake. Upon finishing the level, Arthur will become available for purchase in Madame Malkin's robes for 20,000 studs. Although you don't need one for nearly as much stuff as you do in 1 through 4, a Ravenclaw character is still required to complete a puzzle inside Hogwarts Library. You can grab a Ravenclaw pretty easily in story mode, and this time it's another female student, Marietta Edgecombe. While she may not be dressed in her Ravenclaw uniform, the game does in fact class her as one. You can get her pretty quickly in Year 6 while on your way to its 2nd level, Just Desserts. Once you arrive in Hogsmeade Village, make a right instead of going straight up to the Hog's Head and you should see Marietta's token atop a safe. Simply jump onto the safe and then jump again to grab the token. Once collected, she'll become available for purchase in Madame Malkin's robes for 10,000 studs. However, if you're playing Years 5 through 7 via the LEGO Harry Potter collection, you don't need to do any of that, as that version of the game gives you all the previously paid 5 through 7 DLC for free from the start of a new file. And 3 of the DLC characters have Ravenclaw access: Luna Lionhead, Rowena Ravenclaw, and Lockhart Straitjacket, so use any of those 3 for the library room instead. There are many more characters with a very strong ability this time around, most notably Dudley Dursley. But while this grey top variant is a very easy story grab in the first level of the entire game, my pick is the same as last time: Fang. Not only is this due to a cheap price and retaining both his additional dig ability and fast movement speed from 1 through 4, further boosted by the fact Polyjuice Potion lets you swap between a selection of characters in this game like in free play, but also because he's the only very strong character aside from his owner Hagrid who doesn't fall over after successfully pulling off a strength handle. Fang is a story grab like he is in Years 1 through 4, with his token being located in the 5th level of Year 6, Felix Felicis. In the 3rd section of the level where Fang joins your party, there's a required puzzle where you have to hit a mole until he knocks a cauldron over so you can make a potion with it. Once you do this, hit the mole one last time and Fang's token will be revealed. Upon collecting the token and finishing the level, Fang will become available for purchase in Madame Malkin's robes for 10,000 studs. Dark magic users still retain their status of being quite difficult to unlock, with most of them still requiring dark wizards to reveal their tokens. TT Games seemed to almost know this was a problem last time, so they basically serve you 2 dark wizards on a silver platter in the last level of the game, Year 8's flaw in the plan, with said characters being Bellatrix Lestrange and Lord Voldemort. Unfortunately, they are 2 of the most expensive characters in the game, as they cost 3,750,000 and a whopping 25 million studs respectively. Thankfully, our saviour arrives in the form of Grindelwald, specifically his old variant. While there are other dark wizards that don't need dark magic to unlock in this game as well, namely Antonin, Dolohov, and Death Eater, and Snatcher if you're a speedrunner, Grindelwald is by far the most useful out of the bunch. This is because in addition to dark magic, he also possesses a runebook, giving him one up over a certain insufferable know-it-all. You can unlock Grindelwald at any point after Hermione receives her special bag in Year 7, with your best chance being what you complete in the second level from Year 8 back to school, as you can quickly take a detour on the route to the next level without losing much time. After finishing the level, instead of heading up the stairs once you reach the entrance hall, instead keep going left, then head right inside the classroom corridor until you come to a red wall. Use Diffindo on it, then build the knight statue to enter the divination courtyard, where you'll see a pink pad for Hermione to use her bag on. Once you retrieve the door knocker and hook it on with Wingardium Leviosa, you'll be able to enter the astronomy tower. Once inside, immediately head to the west side of the room and hit the red globe with Diffindo to reveal Grindelwald's token. Once you collect it, he will become available for purchase in Madame Malkin's robes for 200,000 studs. However, if you're playing Years 5 through 7 via the LEGO Harry Potter collection, you don't need to do any of that, as that version of the game gives you all the previously paid 5 through 7 DLC for free from the start of a new file. And one of the DLC characters is Salazar Slytherin, who is not only a dark wizard, but also knows Parseltongue, so you basically gain the character Tom Riddle for free instead of paying 2 million studs, which is pretty neat. This time around, Griphook is company, as he along with 3 other characters have the ability to unlock blue-coloured safes with their keys, but he is not my recommendation this time around, as he is locked behind dark magic in the same level as his goblin buddy Bogrod, that being the Thief's Downfall. On top of this, the Ministry Guard's token is locked away in a safe itself, so that leaves only one key wielder left, Mrs. Cole. While she also requires dark magic, you don't need to do any of the levels in free play early to get her like the goblins, and she's also the cheapest of the safe key characters, so that's a nice bonus. Here's how you unlock her. After you buy Grindelwald and switch to a Polyjuice potion, return to London Street and head inside the diner. Once you've entered the diner, head north into the kitchen and then use dark magic on this cylinder, which will explode into the back wall and reveal the token. Once you grab it, Mrs. Cole will become available for purchase in Madame Malkin's robes for 50,000 studs. That's going to do it for this episode. If you found this guide helpful, please consider hitting the like button. I'm not sure which game I feel like covering next in this series, so feel free to leave suggestions in the comments if you want to see a particular game covered. Have a good day, evening or night, depending on wherever in the world you are right now, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Goodbye!